A webinar this afternoon could change your life because that could help save a life. Sounds cheesy, for sure, but it could be critical to some of the 100,000 people on the national transplant waiting list, even more important to the people of color on that list. This is National Multicultural Donor Awareness Month. Dr. Bo Kelly, the surgical director for Sierra Donor Services, and Kyla Aquino Irving, the director of external affairs for SDS, with me now live. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ethnic
Pleasure to
minorities
be here.
represent about 60% of the national organ transplant waiting list, but only about 30% of actual donors. Since a patient's best chance at a needed organ or tissue match can come from someone with compatible blood types and tissue markers, some of your same racial or ethnic group, it must be maddening, Dr. Kelly, to just see these kind of disparities.
Absolutely. And this webinar is really all about raising the level of awareness and the need and importance for organ donation. My personal message is really a little broader than that. It's really about reaching out to the people of color community to instill this need for autonomy, the autonomy to own your own decisions about your health and about your health care. And that really includes even afterlife decisions and afterlife care. And a big part of that is the potential for organ donation. And so within our people of color community, this is the real opportunity to participate in organ donation. It may sound like a platitude, but organ donation actually saves lives. It actually restores life. And the statistics that you cite are troubling. I mean, there are approximately 105,000 people nationwide who are waiting for this opportunity to have restored life. And they're remarkable people. And so this is the real opportunity to reach that troubled and vulnerable population.
Kyla, let's get Kyla in here. Kyla, why do you think
absolutely.
it is that some demographic groups just don't seem to be getting this message about organ donation, or if they are, they're not acting on it?
Unfortunately, communities of color have experienced so many different hurdles. I know that there are still health disparities and hurdles to access. Oftentimes folks don't even have access to seeing their doctor. There's many misconceptions and myths out there in different communities. I know a lot of immigrant communities come from countries where there aren't so scrupulous practices of organ donation. So there's a lot of fear and misconception in the way that things are handled. I'm Filipino myself and an immigrant and a kidney recipient too. Luckily for me, I wasn't on a waiting list since both my parents were viable matches for me. My dad gave me a kidney when I was 15 years old, and that lasted 6 years. And then 6 years later, I had to have another kidney transplant, and my mom was my donor, and that has now lasted 21 years as of next week. But sadly, I'm a very lucky person. In the Sacramento region, I've known people who've waited upwards of 8 years for a deceased donor to arrive.
And that is the time
because of the shortage.
And that's a time when their health is continuing to, be in peril. We're so glad that it worked out for you. At 2 this afternoon, Dr. Kelly, you mentioned you all be helping to host a webinar designed to get the word out about this need, bridging the gap to life. Why this? Why will this get people's attention when other avenues haven't?
Well, I can't even say that other avenues haven't, because if you look at the national statistics and some of the other initiatives, the amount of organ donation within the people of color community has risen dramatically over the course of my lifetime. So over the last 20 to 25 years of organ donation and transplant history, that number has increased. Now, the question is a good one, and the reality is that the need has grown faster than the organ donation rate. And so really what we're attempting to do at this point is again, raise that level of awareness, bring it back, keep it in the forefront of people's minds as a real important decision at the end of life.
So now that they know they need to do more than have just a quiet conversation with yourself about this, people need to say, okay, I'm going to do this, but you can't stop there. You've got to act. You've got to tell somebody, right? And you can go to sierradonor.com to do that, to register for the webinar today, and then also to register to donate. That's right?
Just go to sierradonor.org, and that'll send you to the right place. Our area spans from here to Reno. So we encourage people between here and there to register, and also have a conversation with your family. You may be able to encourage your family members to become registered donors. And also, it's really important that they also know your feelings about this.
Yep, you have
It's an
to not just
empowering
decide by
conversation,
yourself.
indeed. Yeah. Have you had that conversation? Can I put you on the spot?
I am on the Marrow registry, so everybody knows that is
Awesome.
one thing that I have signed up for, because long ago there was a situation where I was covering the case of a little girl who was very much in need, looked like me, and there weren't a lot of people in West Virginia at that time who looked like me that were on the registry.
Absolutely.
So yes, people in my life know. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. Understand that. I want to tell everybody that this
Thank
webinar
you.
is streaming on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. Again, SierraDonor.org. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.